Hey guys, welcome to another amazing video from international underscore update. As you must be knowing that currently Afghanistan government is being ruled by Taliban, that is a militant orthodox organization, and a significant event has been organized by this group on 30th June 2022. Because of that, a question arises that Taliban become a liberal now. Has Taliban become a liberal now? So we will try to find out the answer of this question, and apart from that we will also trace the origin of Taliban, who are they and how they have come into the power of Afghanistan, and how and why the Afghanistan has reached to such a miserable state where the country has become dependent on foreign aid for basic necessity like food. So after watching this video, I think you will get a clear or comprehensive understanding of Afghanistan and its present condition. So let's start the video. So this is the national meet. This was the national meet, guys, that was organized on 30th June 2022, where the 3,000 all male religious and ethnic leaders from across Afghanistan were called, where the issues like national unity and issues related to the stability of Afghanistan were discussed. And this event has become important because one of the member of this group has raised the issue of girls education in the meeting. So this is the first time, guys, that since they have taken over the power, they talked about the girls education, because as you know that Taliban has banned all the educational institution for girls in Afghanistan so far. And the analyst of a leading newspaper were saying that it is an attempt to promote domestic legitimacy for insurgent turned ruling groups, so it can secure much needed international recognition. As you must be knowing that there is no country in the world who have recognized Taliban government in Afghanistan so far. So basically, as I mentioned, that this was the first such gathering since the Islamist group took over in Afghanistan in August 2021. So in March 2022, a significant event has taken place where the Taliban government announced that they will open high school for girls, but later they backtracked on their announcement and said they would remain closed until a plan was drawn up in accordance with the Islamic law for them to reopen. So basically, guys, I am not hoping much from Taliban government in Afghanistan, because in the past they put a lot of restrictions on women's education. And as you are seeing on the screen, this is the recent case where the Afghanistan government refused to allow dozens of women to board several flights because they were traveling without their male guardians. So you can interpret that that Taliban government will not give much right to the women, and if they might allow the education for girls in Afghanistan, they will definitely put lot of restriction on them for sure. So now let's trace the origin of Taliban and the historical background that that is responsible for the present condition of Afghanistan. So before going into that, let's see the map of Afghanistan. As you are seeing on the screen, guys, this is Afghanistan and this is Pakistan, this is India. So Afghanistan is a landlocked country, guys, landlocked country, and it has semi-arid to semi-arid climatic condition, and harsh climate it has. And apart from that, the Hindu Kush mountains passes through middle of this country. So this is a mountainous region, so it is very difficult for foreigners to conquer there. And there is a saying for Afghanistan that it is a graveyard of empire, because in the history of Afghanistan there is no single ruler in the history of Afghanistan who was able to establish empire for a long period of time. So let's start the second part of our video, guys. Before going into that, I insist you to please try to link these while I will deal this historical development of Afghanistan. Please try to link it with the Cold War era, that is era of post World War II, that is 1947 to 1991. So all these development took place during this period in Afghanistan, that led to the that is responsible for the present condition of Afghanistan. So all these political disturbances, as I said, they were started during Cold War period, that is post World War II period from 1947 to 1991. So during Cold War era, guys, the last king of Afghanistan was Muhammad Zahir Shah. He was the last king of Afghanistan from Durrani Empire, and under Zahir Shah reign, his cousin Muhammad Daud Khan made the prime minister of Afghanistan in 1953. So he remained prime minister from 1953 to 1963, but later he overthrew Zahir Khan, the last king of the Afghanistan, in 1973, and became the first president of Afghanistan in 1973. So while all this development, another development was also going on in Afghanistan, that was during 1960s, where the political party emerged in Afghanistan, which was known as PDPA, that is People Democratic Party of Afghanistan, in 1965. So basically this party believed in communism, and it was very much impressed by USSR and influenced by USSR as well. So there are two groups in this party, guys. One group is known as Kalk faction, which was led by Noor Muhammad Taraki, and other group was known as Parcham faction, which was led by Babrak Karmal. So it is Karmal. Sorry for the printing mistake, guys. So by the time of 1970s, the PDPA had gained Afghan people's support, and this had shown the seed of bitterness between PDP and Daud Khan, who was the president of Afghanistan. So later, because of that, a famous leader of PDPA was assassinated in Afghanistan, and now who assassinated him, it is a mystery now, guys. It is a mystery. No one, there is no record, or there is no clear cut answer to this question, who assassinated this famous leader of PDPA. So as a result of that, a huge protest was organized by Afghan people under the leadership of PDPA, and in 1978, the PDPA leader, with the help of Afghan army, assassinated the president and his family, that is Daud Khan. So it was the very significant event in the history of Afghanistan, from where the condition has changed. So in 1978, under the leadership of Noor Muhammad Taraki, the Afghanistan government was declared, Afghanistan was declared Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. Yes, guys, in the history of Afghanistan, the Afghanistan once was a democratic republic. So it is a very interesting fact. And on December 1978, he signed the Treaty of Friendship with USSR. As I mentioned earlier, that this party was influenced by USSR very much. So they signed the Treaty of Friendship with USSR. Under this treaty, USSR will provide military assistance in case of emergency. So but Taraki lose the confidence of Afghan people because of its radical approach. As I said, that Noor Muhammad Taraki believed in communism, so they started implementing the reforms on the lines of communalism. For example, they abolished the Shariat law in Afghanistan, and they urged the people of Afghanistan to follow un-Islamic life. So because of that, the unrest was created among the Afghan people against the Taraki government, and the Taraki government believed that all this was all this was done by the another group of PDPA, that is Parcham faction, leading by Babrak Karmal. So what they did, they started eliminating the Parcham faction's follower and started assassination of the leader of Parcham faction. So because of this ruthless suppression by the Taraki government in Afghanistan, created or led to the emergence of number of insurgent groups, guys, in Afghanistan. From here, the instability in the life of Afghanistan was started, and one of the very significant insurgent group was Mujahideen. So, and this group was funded by a number of vested interest, guys. For example, as I mentioned earlier, that please try to link it with the Cold War era, where the world was divided into two groups, and the groups and this group were try to influencing the country for their ideology as much as they can. So now this the condition has become such become so miserable in Afghanistan because of this insurgent group, especially the Mujahideen group, who created the blunder in the Afghanistan social life. So the situation has become so uncontrolled that Taraki government collapsed, and his associate Hafizullah Amin take over the government in 1979. And as I mentioned, that in 1978 they have already signed a treaty with USSR for military support. So they were during that time, during the period of 1978, they were getting the support from USSR to suppressing this insurgents groups. And at last, on 2000 and on 24 December 1978, 30,000 Soviet troops entered in Afghanistan, and the Parcham faction leader Babrak Karmal made a new leader of the government, and from here the Afghan USSR war started, that last for 20 years, guys, from 1978 to 1990s. And under this 20 years of chaos, another insurgent group emerged, that is Taliban, in 1990s. And as I mentioned here, that under all this chaos, the Taliban emerged, followed by the withdrawal of Soviet Union, because during the period of Afghan and Afghan and USSR war, at last the USSR had withdrawn their troops without concluding the war. And after that the another insurgent group emerged, that is Taliban means, guys, the student in Pashtun language, and they were the Pashtun people. Pashtun people are the local inhabitant of Afghanistan, and they are in majority in Afghanistan. They acquired 2/3 area of Afghanistan, and they also Pashtun people also found in 1/3 in Pakistan as well. So as now you can understand the development, the emergence of Taliban under the condition that had created during the long period of time. So they gained popularity because they promised Afghan people to curb corruption and bring stability and prosperity in Afghanistan, but nothing has happened like that. And in 1996, with the help of different stakeholders, they gained the power in Afghanistan and seized the Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, and ruled till 2001. But their rule was marked by lot of restrictions and violence, and they put because as I mentioned that they believed in the their own interpretation of Shariat law. So they put a lot of restrictions, especially on the woman population of the Afghanistan. And for example, the women of Afghanistan had to cover the full body, and even their eyes cannot be seen. So these kinds of restrictions put it during their reign from 1996 to 2001. So later in 2001, the with the help of USA and NATO forces, the Taliban was removed from power, and a democratic government was established in Afghanistan. But in 2021, in March 2021, after the withdrawal of USA and NATO army, the Taliban again seized the power of Afghanistan, and now they are currently ruling the Afghanistan. And the condition of Afghanistan, as I mentioned, that has become miserable, because no country in the world has recognized the government of Afghanistan so far, and the country has become dependent on foreign aids for basic necessities. So this is the condition of Afghanistan right now, guys. So guys, now I think you are able to understand the present condition of Afghanistan. And one thing also I want to share with you guys, that in international affairs, every country serve its own affairs at the cost of others, guys. This is hard reality of international affairs. And now you can think of that, how much a political consciousness is important for any country, because if you have weak leadership, the country and their common people will definitely going to suffer, as you can see in the case of Afghanistan as well. So I think you now get a clear understanding of Afghanistan and the origin of Taliban. So if you like my effort, guys, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and we will meet on our next video. Till then, goodbye.